All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the Apostle Elders Greg Millstone. And salutes unto you brothers out there preaching this word, sincerity and truth. All right, coming to you another video. Basically, get into Esau, Edom. These governments setting up their armies in space. All right. They're doing this to try to bring up some type of defense to fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels. All right. The majority of the population, they believe that these UFOs or UAPs are actually, little green men, little gray creatures, but they're actually, the angels. Angels mean the messenger, and the Bible describes what the angels look like in Ezekiel, the first chapter. All right, they had a likeness of men, and Ezekiel further describes the angels as the attributes of ox, lions. All right, lion is courage, ox is strength, eagle, which is basically the swiftness. All right, but this article from Zero Hedge is entitled "A British Space Force on the Horizon." When President Trump in December 2019 created for the first time a sixth branch of the U.S. military, the Space Force, it was meant to a large degree with ridicule, both among the domestic political opponents and in some countries around the world. And some, like Russia and China, for example, expressed concerns that it will kick off a global detrimental weapons and militarization of space. All right. Which Russia and China they have a space force already. Now, there are new reports that some of American key allies are eyeing a similar military branch focused on space. A new interview in military.com quotes the heads of United Kingdom's Air Force as saying it remains as possibility, never say never. Air Chief Marshal Sir Mike Winston responded when asked about the potential for a British Space Force somewhere in the near future, while expressing UK goals on deepening cooperation in this domain with its US ally. The comments came after at the start of last month, the UK established its own space command, which is to include members of Royal Navy, British Army, Royal Air Force, that's RAF, and civil service in a joint command structure. Similar to the U.S. Department of Defense-owned Space Command, SpaceCom, which was established in 1985 to defend the U.S. against any threat above 100 kilometers of mean sea level. All right. But basically get the point. More and more of these, countries are trying to get their boundary in space, as you could say. But they all know about the chariots. All right, that's the proper term, the chariots of Israel. All right, which are the so-called UFOs. All right. Going to the scriptures here. Well, Revelation 12:7. And there is a war in heaven. All right. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. All right. So war in heaven basically means the sky. All right. So The chairs are gonna crack the clouds, man. Like that movie Independence Day. Chairs gonna come, all right, from the waters, which is the Shemayim, the heavens, all right. And the sky is known as the waters as well, because the atmospheres are made up of the same elements that the ocean is made up of, all right, which is water, H2O, all right, and different other elements, Michael was the archangel Michael, and his angels fought against the dragon. The dragon goes into the Roman Empire. So America, America was birthed out of the British Empire. All right, and America is that dragon, and America heads up the NATO and the EU. Okay. So the dragon represents the Roman Empire, modern day Roman Empire. It's America, NATO, and the EU, all right, which is the beast. Okay. And the dragon fought against his angels. All right, so it's going to be basically a big war, dogfight in heaven, in the skies. All right. So the chariot is going to come from outer space and crack the skies, the atmosphere of the earth. All right. So Esau, he's trying to combat. He's trying to combat the chariots by building armies up in space. All right. So that's what Esau trying to do. Esau knows the chariots gonna come, man. The chariots are already here. All right, but the chariots are, they're not really bringing out, the weapons, because the chariots are weaponized, man. The chariots are weaponized with laser beams, man. Tells you that in Second Esdras, the 13th chapter, and it also talks about gets in Yahweh Shai, and the angels basically destroying the elements of the earth. All right. Verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Okay. So the angels are gonna basically mollywop the armies of America, Britain, NATO, EU, Russia, China, etc. All right. And also these armies ain't gonna have no more power, man. All right, their kingdom is over once Yahweh Shai and his angels come. All right. Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. That's Yahweh Shai saying what's going to happen when he comes back. All right. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. All right. So when these chariots come, you got chariots bigger than this whole planet, man. All right. You got planet size chariots, man. So when the Lord comes, wherever you at on the planet Earth, every eye is going to see the Lord and the angels come. All right. So when the chariots crack the atmosphere, crack the skies, you ain't gonna see the moon, you ain't gonna see the sun. All right. Earthquakes everywhere. All right. That's what happened in the movie Independence Day. When the so-called UFOs cracked the skies. The earth was shaking and shit. Verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. That's Yahweh Shai. He's going to be in the skies in his chariot. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. So everybody on the planet is going to mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds. And the clouds represents the chariots. All right. I think it's Psalms 104, make his clouds chariots. Coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So it's going to be a power that the earth has never experienced. All right. And great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect. All right. So the 144,000 and 1/3. All right. Now you Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, shall gather his elect from the four winds. All right. So from the four corners of the earth. All right. The Lord is going to come from the east to the west. From one end of heaven to the other. Okay. So there you go. That's how the Lord is saying that he's saying how he's going to come back. All right. And the scriptures talk about the chariots all over the Bible, man. All right. But you know, the top at least know that's the Savior coming back, man, to set up his kingdom on the planet Earth. And Esau's time is running very, very short. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Lord was edifying. Shalom.